Everyone, please give a warm welcome to the co-founder and CEO of the ClearScore Group, Justin Bassini.
Welcome, everyone, to the best session of the day. Have you had fun?
Yes.
Have we learned some stuff?
Yes.
Yeah? So we kicked off the day with Alistair Campbell and Rory Stewart, and I just thought it was incredible to hear them. I mean, it was a bit depressing, to be honest, wasn't it? But incredible to hear such intelligent debate, all within the context of ClearScore. I was like, what are we doing? Like, debating world politics whilst in ClearScore. Then, my favorite session of the day, Elizabeth Day with Nigel Morris. Now, maybe I'm a little bit biased, right? But I thought it was fantastic to hear Nigel's story and Elizabeth's amazing, amazing questions. Now, we've gained insights from Lord Mervyn King. I mean, I couldn't believe it that I just interviewed that guy. I mean, I remember when I was a kid sort of listening to him and Eddie George and Mervyn King. I mean, amazing to hear from him, and what a lot of experience that I think we can all learn from. And then Sir Ram Fiennes. I mean, what a dude. I mean, absolutely incredible. What a story. I heard, I didn't go there, but I heard that the Finfluencers, did anybody go to the Finfluencers, FinTokers? Was it good? Yeah, I heard it was really, really good. And then we heard from Julie exploring AI and how that's going to change the face of financial services. And we've learned about the next evolutions of our marketplaces and our products. So have we enjoyed the day so far? Yes. Have we enjoyed the day so far? Yes. Okay, great. I think it's been fantastically stimulating and thought-provoking. So now you can sit back, you can relax, and you can enjoy the keynote, finishing the day in style in this wonderful theatre. And I'm just trying to look around. Yeah? Most of you have stayed. Thank you for that. It's so great to see you all here, and thank you for coming to spend some time with us. And we know how precious your time is, so thank you for that. Now, as I hope you know, we're here to mark ClearScore's 8th anniversary. And the design team, they spend 364 days from the last one thinking about this animation. So should we see what they've come up with this year? Okay, over to the design team. Here we go. Do we like that? Let's give them a round of applause. Now, as you prepare for these things, what do you always do? Well, what I always do is I go to that thing called the internet, and I put in, like, 8-year anniversary. And what does it say? It says that the present for an 8-year anniversary is, does anybody know? Anybody gone through their 8-year relationship anniversary? What? Iron. It's bronze. Well, at least that's what the web page that I read said. And I think bronze is a traditional gift for 8 years, and I think that's a rather fitting metaphor for today. So bronze is made by taking shiny copper and mixing it with other metals to produce something that's much more durable. And that actually is a good way of thinking, I think, about the evolution of ClearScore over the last few years. We've taken the rather spectacular growth of ClearScore around the world, and what we're now doing is diversifying that, adding additional products like DriveScore and Data One. And what we hope is that that creates a more enduring and durable business. Now, we've achieved our success over the last 8 years through building core competencies, and a lot of hard work has gone into that. The first one is our very best technology and data, with as little legacy as possible, always moving us forward. We deploy the latest languages and architectural principles to deliver and optimize amazing branded experiences for our users and for you, our partners. We've also got a huge, huge, huge data asset. that personalizes those experiences and allows our users and partners to access the very best data and insight. Then our leading product design keeps our experiences beautiful, calm, and engaging. I think they're the best in the world for what we do. And then lastly, our marketing comes in, whether that's the hard-hitting performance marketing that allows us to acquire about 200,000 people around the world every month, or building our brand, growing our awareness, and our knowledge of what ClearScore is there to be and to do. And of course, all of these capabilities are held in the hearts and minds and hands of our amazing team, operating around the world, helping millions to improve their financial lives. Today, we're going to hear from Andy about ClearScore's progress in the UK. We're going to hear from Steve about the continued success of our international expansions. But the business in our organization is now much more than our world-leading credit marketplaces. We're also delivering the best open banking services and data insight to our partners through Data One. And we help hundreds of thousands of users save money on their car insurance and car expenses through DriveScore. We will also hear about the strides that these businesses have made over the past year. So now, we're not just ClearScore, we're a group of companies. And we wanted a way to represent our business together, helping us to organize and navigate this increasing complexity. So today, I'm delighted to share our new identity with you for the first time, moving us from ClearScore to the ClearScore Group. Welcome, everyone, to the ClearScore Group. With ClearScore, we enable millions of users around the world to take control of their financial lives, and we help financial institutions to retail their products to the right people. Through Data One, we extend our reach by delivering to our partners cutting-edge connectivity and transaction categorization to make open banking work for your business and your customers. And finally, with DriveScore, we help people save on their car insurance and car-related costs by proving and improving their driving. So this is our group, the ClearScore Group. And as a group of people, about 400 of us around the world, we're dedicated to a mission. And our mission is that people around the world will turn to us when they think about a financial decision. We make personal finance clearer, calmer, and easier to understand. We help our users take decisions that create greater financial well-being. Our partners get the best retail platform to sell their products. Our investors get sustainable returns, and our team get career-defining opportunities. And it's the combination of these businesses that allow us to continue strong growth with profitability whilst diversifying internationally and into B2B services. And we have, as a group, real impact and scale. And that's the theme of our conference today, making an impact. Impact 2023, and the colon means something. I'll come to that in a second. We should never forget that those of us working in financial services, whether that's in the ClearScore Group, you, our hundreds of partners around the world, our suppliers, other fintechs, other companies that we work with, we've got the ability to change the lives of our users through our actions. And we are so proud of the impact that we are having as a group. On the 16th of June, ClearScore crossed a huge milestone, and that's why the 20 has a colon in it, of 20 million global users. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? That's over 14 million in the UK, 4 million in South Africa, 2 million in Australia, and 100,000 in Canada. And this means that ClearScore is the UK fintech with the biggest user base, and we're top 20 globally. We're so proud to serve so many people around the world. We now have over 10 million people who've downloaded our apps, and our engagement continues to be off the chart, with over 5 million people visiting us every month. And they spend time with us because we help them do that mission. We help them make better financial decisions. In the last 12 months, we've helped our users buy nearly 2 million financial products. We're the #1 financial marketplace in the UK and in South Africa. And we're rapidly growing to that position in Australia and Canada. And we now partner with over 250 financial institutions around the world, whether that's through ClearScore, Data One, or DriveScore. This, over the years, has just got bigger and bigger and bigger. We can't fit it onto one slide anymore. Have you spotted your brand yet? Oh, we're partnering with Walmart. I didn't know that. Is that true? Anyway. So, where are we going to start today? We're going to start today with DriveScore. And I'd like to hand over now to Andrew Hooks to update us on the awesome progress that DriveScore has made over the past year.
Thanks, Justin. I'm super excited to be here to share with you the tremendous progress that we've been making with DriveScore. Firstly, the DriveScore app has now been downloaded over 425,000 times, which makes DriveScore the second biggest consumer-based insurtech in the whole of the UK. And the user engagement that we're seeing has been outstanding. We've now logged over 1 billion driven miles. Hundreds of thousands of UK drivers now have a DriveScore telling them how good a driver they are. And those scores have been shared with insurers thousands of times to help those users save money on their car insurance. And in fact, our car insurance offering has been growing so well that we decided to dedicate a little corner of ClearScore to DriveScore and to our car insurance offers. Through the DriveScore hub on ClearScore, we now have tens of thousands of ClearScore users engaging with car insurance every single week. And this combined experience, DriveScore and ClearScore together, means we have even more users to serve. And that's why we've been working really hard over the last year to develop the breadth of our insurance panel. Being able to get our users compelling offers from many more insurers is absolutely imperative for us. And so, today, I am delighted to announce our new partnership with Vast Visibility. This partnership will turbocharge the number of insurers that will be serving insurance offers to our users. And to talk about this partnership, I'd like to welcome on stage Matt Tozer of Vast Visibility.
Thanks very much, Andrew. It's great to be here to announce our new partnership with the ClearScore Group. At Vast Visibility, we've been building class-leading comparison technology for almost 15 years. We now power a significant amount of the insurance comparison that happens in the UK, providing technology and processes which bring together customers of brands and media owners with insurance providers. We enjoy a really strong position in motorbike, van, and motorhome insurance, and have access to over 75 brands in car insurance. We strongly believe that ClearScore and DriveScore have a massive opportunity, using their proprietary data and their class-leading technology to disrupt the car insurance market and really help people to save money. We've been incredibly impressed with the ease of integration and ability to move quickly as we have brought our technologies together. Through this partnership, users of ClearScore and DriveScore will be able to see a much wider range of compelling insurance offers from over 75 brands. We're also constantly adding providers to our panel, and so this will continue to grow. We could not be more excited to begin our partnership and to see where it will go. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. We are so excited to see how our partnership will grow over the coming years. Now, the addition of over 75 brands to our panel, many of them represented there. This will mean that users will see compelling pricing through our panel, whether they have their DriveScore yet or not. Now, We haven't just been focusing on building our panel, but over the past year, we've also been working hard to create a fantastically engaging experience in DriveScore. We've learned that this is all about making the data readily available, meaningful, and above all, useful to our users. We've added in important features such as EcoScore, a new marketplace for offers, and we will soon be launching leaderboards. And so to walk us through these features, please let's welcome Lucy and Sasha to the stage.
Thanks, Andrew. We're so delighted to be here and to walk you through the latest version of DriveScore. DriveScore has always been built to have its own look and feel. We know that users think it's fun, exciting, and engaging. The idea of learning how good a driver you are is super compelling. If you haven't downloaded DriveScore and discovered how good a driver you are, then download it today.
When you download, every trip you do is recorded, whether you drive it or not. You can reclassify these trips, but after a few weeks, the algorithm is remarkably good at automatically doing this for you. After 150 miles, you get a drive score, which tells you how good a driver you are. You can see detailed analysis of every trip you do, with rich insights, including average speed, distance traveled, and importantly, how good you are at the 5 different dimensions of driving: hard braking, harsh accelerating, harsh cornering, phone distraction, and speeding.
We recently launched insights around fuel efficiency, which has been very popular. DriveScore users can give us the details of their car, and we can work out both the approximate cost of the fuel that they've used and the eco-impact of that trip. This demonstrates how their driving style has impacted the environment and the cost of their trip, providing another powerful motivator to adapt their driving style. We know that driving more smoothly is more efficient, which is proven to be better for the environment and for all of your pockets.
All of these elements of the driving style come together in the drive score, and you can monitor how each of the individual sub-dimensions make up the individual score. The most important bit of a car is the driver, but we also ask users to share details of their vehicle with us. We then pull data together on the vehicle, showing when their tax is due, their MOT expires, and their insurance renewal date. They can even see finance offers to help them save.
Having spoken to hundreds of our users, we know that today, when household finances are under more pressure than ever, saving money on car insurance and motoring costs is something that people are very interested in. As Andrew and Matt talked about earlier, users can now get insurance offers from over 75 insurance brands. These are beautifully laid out to help our users see competitive quotes and see where their drive score has reduced their prices.
However, we wanted to go further and find other money-saving offers, which is why we have launched Offers from DriveScore. This feature collects a wide range of offers to help our users save money on their car services and accessories. So far, thousands of users have used these offers to find ways to save.
From ClearScore, we know that one of the issues with scores is that they can lack context. Our users naturally ask us simple questions. For example, what's a good score? How does my score compare? Or can I see other people's scores in my area? Well, we wanted to provide that context. So I'm so delighted to announce that we'll be launching DriveScore Leaderboard.
Location and movement tracking becomes super motivating when you can share and compare. We know that Strava, Peloton, and many other apps put this at the heart of their experiences. It's powerful. DriveScore leaderboards will allow users, with their permission, to see how they rank. Users will be able to see leaderboards for their area, who they are, or for their vehicle type. They'll be able to create leaderboards for their friends and family, all competing on who is the best driver.
We hope that Leaderboard will provide another layer of rich insight and engagement for our users, continuing DriveScore's journey to becoming an indispensable driving coach, encouraging safer, cheaper, and more environmentally friendly journeys. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy and Sasha, for taking us through all those new features. Now, personally, I can't wait to see DriverScore leaderboards arrive later this year, if for no other reason than to finally be able to prove that I'm a much better driver than anyone else in the business. But that's the update from DriveScore. More than 425,000 users, over 75 new insurance brands from our partnership with Vast Visibility, comprehensive driving tracking, insurance quotes that are tailored to your driving, fully permissioned data collection and sharing, DriveScore offers, and leaderboards. So thank you so much to the whole DriveScore team and, of course, to all of our partners. And now, to talk about the progress of ClearScore in the UK, I'd like to pass over to Andy Slee.
Thanks, Andrew. It's great to see the progress we're making on DriveScore. I'm so proud to be here today to share with you the awesome progress we continue to make on ClearScore in the UK. Now, since we gathered last year, we've acquired well over 1 million more users, taking our user numbers to over 14 million. We continue to be the UK's most popular way for people to stay in control of their credit. In the past 12 months, we've sold over 1.3 million credit cards, loans, and car finance products. We've made consistent progress in improving the way that these experiences work. You've heard from the team about the DriveScore Hub in ClearScore, and we continue this theme now around cars with our brand new car buying experience. We now bring car inventory into the ClearScore car finance experience. This is so much more engaging. Often, users will spend a long time trying to find the best car and finance separately. It's a complex process of different websites, visits to car dealerships, and trying to understand the many and varied car finance options that are out there. We want our users to have confidence that when they find the car that they want, they can finance it. Now, a user can find a car and see pre-approved offers of credit, all without leaving the ClearScore app. Now, this experience only went live a few weeks ago, but we've already seen tens of thousands of people using it to find their dream car. We're also excited to champion car refinance in the UK, which we believe could be a very large opportunity for our users to save money. We're working with many lenders to provide compelling refinance offers for those who might have taken relatively high-cost car finance and have now improved their score, allowing them to potentially access cheaper car finance by taking out a new loan. So far, we believe that on average, users could save £150 per month through refinancing. Now, in the last year, open banking on ClearScore has really got to scale. We've now linked with over 1.8 million bank accounts. This gives us an incredible ability to model open banking data versus credit report and score outcomes to understand the power of incremental risk splitting. We know that many of our partners are also thinking in this way, and we certainly believe that it is a significant opportunity. We implemented open banking identity verification in our sign-up flow, and this, together with our affordability score, means we have 30,000 new open banking sign-ups a month, and over 1/3 of those entering our marketplace have connected their bank accounts to us. We'll continue to push for new opportunities to use open banking to deliver greater value to our users and our partners. It's this constant moving forward of our product for our users that gives us such high NPS and App Store ratings. Our NPS is 56, and our App Store ratings are 4.8 and 4.5. But despite all of these advances, we know that many households across the UK are really struggling to make ends meet. The cost of living crisis is biting, with interest rates and inflation at decade-long highs. There has never been a more important time for ClearScore to have a positive impact on people's lives.
It's a very simple service. It's easy to use. What more can you ask for? It's free.
I've used ClearScore now about 2 to 3 years. I joined up with ClearScore because me finances were terrible.
So I first got recommended ClearScore from a friend when I was thinking about buying my first house, and realised quite quickly that my score wasn't very good. I learnt more about interest rates and what they actually materialised into on a monthly basis. It gives you loads of peace of mind, helps you to keep really motivated and get those payments going down so that your credit score goes up.
ClearScore has been a real educational tool for me, and it's given me a better awareness as to how to use credit. As you get older and you have your families and you have those essential needs, a house or a car, it's beneficial to be aware of what's on your credit file.
The coaching on the app, they helped me get car finance, loans and credit cards, and they helped me to check balances, APR, everything. It's completely changed my life massively, ClearScore. I use it to see what's available, to see if there's any new credit cards come about, things that I can afford.
It allows us to be almost 100% certain whether we're going to pass for the credit or not.
I then started to get offers through. I took a credit card out, started paying that off monthly. That improved my credit rating. So again, it helped us to just keep motivated in terms of making monthly payments. I think particularly in the financial times that we're in at the minute, to be able to keep a good credit rating is really important.
I've recommended ClearScore to all of my friends. It's helped boost my credit score to a point where applying for credit is no longer an anxious thing to do.
What a great film to show how ClearScore is really helping those users through the cost of living crisis. Thank you to Liam, Susie and TJ who took part in those films. We really do put your needs at the heart of everything we do. We wanted to create a pathway for those who might be getting into financial difficulty get the help that they need. We partnered with Step Change, the UK's leading debt charity, and Gretel, a fintech platform to recover lost money in accounts. This has created a new experience on ClearScore for those that were getting into trouble with their debts. To show us this experience, I'd now like to welcome Nadia and Vanessa.
Show you the journey that we have created to help those users who need a little bit of help, whether that's through rediscovering forgotten accounts or getting support with their debt troubles. We know that there are billions of pounds locked away in forgotten bank accounts. Gretel is a platform which allows people to rediscover this money by searching for lost accounts, pensions, or even investments. At a time where every little bit matters, we know that bringing this to our users was a great opportunity.
The journey we developed is clear and simple. Our users are able to access Gretel via our home screen, and Gretel have been featured in our credit edit, which goes to over 4 million of our user base. Upon completion of the journey, users get notified if anything has been found and how they can take action.
We are proud to say that ClearScore users have been reunited with an average of just over £1,800 when matched with accounts through Gretel. We are so delighted to be helping our users find pockets of money which may have been otherwise forgotten. And this is just one of the ways we've been supporting our users.
We know that many of our users are coming under increasing pressure. By looking at our users' credit reports, we can see the common signs of distress. Users might start with the occasional late payment, then this might become more regular and they start to miss payments altogether. This often leads to a feeling of getting out of control and a rising sense of panic. We know that this can be scary, and it's this fear that means that users might bury their head in the sand and ignore the issue.
This is never the right course of action. Helping users feel more confident to explore a range of different solutions early was our intent by partnering with Step Change. We wanted to help people get back in control, feel supported, and have access to debt solutions should they need it.
The first step is identifying who we should approach with this experience. This isn't a trivial problem. We need to be clear why we are approaching them for this targeted experience without seeming like we are judging them. The intention here is to be clear, calm, and encouraging. The emails we developed were were positive and optimistic in their language, encouraging users to reach out for help should they need it. We target those that have missed 2 monthly payments in a row, and we know that many of these users end up defaulting on one or more of their debts.
Once a user has engaged with either an email or a card on the ClearScore home, they come into the step change journey on ClearScore. The first step explains how a user can simply and easily use the experience to find options which are tailored for them and provided in confidence. We know that our users trust ClearScore because we're an independent third party, not a lender, and this, paired with the right reassurance, helps them engage with us more confidently.
What we want our users to do is take a free money health check provided by Step Change to start their journey of help and support. Just a few simple questions allows the user and Step Change to identify whether they should take debt advice or need help with budgeting to help get them back on track. We ask them how they feel about their money, then move towards specifics, asking whether they're behind on any household bills, whether they have borrowed money to pay an existing debt, whether they usually go over the limit on their credit cards or overdrafts, and then finally, do they have credit cards or loans with more than one company?
On average, our users get through these questions in under a minute, and we can then present 2 relevant outcomes to them, either debt advice or budgeting guidance, both of which can be supported by Step Change. We were so impressed by Step Change's ability, both online and on the phone, to deal with users who are often confused, frightened, and under pressure.
So far, thousands of people have interacted with this experience, and the partnership with Step Change continues to go from strength to strength. To tell us a little bit more about Step Change and our partnership, I'm delighted to introduce Vanessa Northam to join us.
Thanks, Vanessa. I'm delighted to be here today, and I'd like to tell you a little bit more about our partnership with ClearScore. So one of the reasons we were so excited to partner with ClearScore was that the data that they have on their users' financial behaviour, which meant we could identify customers who were showing signs of financial difficulty early. From our 30 years of experience, we know that early intervention is critical to stop people getting into problem debt. We targeted people who were starting to miss payments, and then the team embedded our digital referral tool into the ClearScore app, making this visible to those with 2 or more missed payments. This experience, which we call Step Change Direct, is a gentle way into debt advice. We know all too well that feelings of stigma, shame, and worry prevent people reaching for debt advice. Typically, it can take 12 months before people reach out for help. And indeed, on Christmas Day, we saw 3,000 people come to our website to get help. I just want to pause there. You managed to get Santa delivered, you've cooked the dinner, and then you're coming to a debt charity to work out how on earth you're going to move forward. So we want to reduce that shame and reduce barriers to people getting the help they need. We used Debt Awareness Week back in March to promote this experience and use social media like Facebook to do some myth busting with the ClearScore team, encouraging people to talk about their money, borrowing, and how to stay in control. We've been delighted by the results. Hundreds of users have completed a full debt advice session where we could work with them to tailor a debt solution. And when you look at these ClearScore users, on average they have 8 debts with an average value of £15,000. And by missing payments, they are clearly starting to show signs of distress and need support. The partnership between Step Change and ClearScore highlights the need for all industries, from utilities, lenders, debt advisors, and also credit information market, to collaborate, to find new channels and mechanisms to both identify and engage customers who are in need of support. These people are potentially falling through the cracks. We're excited for the future. Together with ClearScore, we want to develop ways to better support people, even earlier than missing payments. We know that there's a large segment of users who consistently don't pay off their debts and use interest-free or low-interest forms of credit to minimise their payments. We will be tailoring Step Change Direct and the wider services we offer to ClearScore users over the coming months. We believe that our partnership represents a new and innovative way of reaching customers in financial difficulty and demonstrates exactly the kind of cross-sector collaboration that can help deliver better outcomes for consumers and lenders. And that's the partnership between Step Change and ClearScore.
Thanks, Vanessa, and everyone at Step Change for helping people better manage problem debt and get back in control. Finally, I would like to announce something brand new we're bringing to the market that we believe will have a significant impact on our users' ability to access much-needed debt consolidation loans in this market and beyond. We call it Clearer from ClearScore. So currently, lenders' affordability assessments of debt consolidation loans assume that the borrower might not use the money they are borrowing to pay off their existing debts. So we're bringing to the market a major innovation. We will, for the first time, with the user's permission, automate payments from a debt consolidation loan directly to the user's existing lenders. This means the user will not be tempted to use a new loan for purposes other than debt consolidation, and our partners will be able to significantly expand their lending footprint, given the positive impact this innovation will have on their affordability assessments. We've already gone live with one partner with this technology, and if you're interested in being in the next group of partners to go live, please reach out to us. So that is the update from ClearScore UK, the #1 credit management app and marketplace in the UK. 14 million users, nearly 4 million logging in every single month. The widest range of credit products in the UK market. Linked to well over 100 financial institutions, 1.3 million in product sales annually. The best converting journeys and new experiences in car finance and refinance. And for those users in financial difficulty, guidance in partnership with Step Change and a brand new experience for debt consolidation, Clearer from ClearScore. And on that note, I'm now going to pass over to Steve for an update on international.
Thanks, Andy. It's great to be coming to you from Sydney so that I can share more of the awesome progress we've been making taking ClearScore to more users around the world. Our international businesses now have real scale, with over 5.5 million users across South Africa, Australia, and Canada. Users love our product and continue to come back and back. More than 2 million come back to our platforms every month, and our international users tend to be more active in the marketplace, with over a third seeing products regularly. Those of you who saw our Canadian launch last summer, we have taken the use of dogs in advertising, which was so successful in the UK, to Canada. We delivered our first ever Super Bowl ad in Canada, which, just in case any of our investors are freaking out, isn't anywhere near as scale of spend of a Super Bowl ad in the US, but the ad was super cute and has really captured the imagination of the Canadian market. So I wanted to share it with you.
Well, Hiccup, it's time to get smarter with our money.
Okay.
By cutting back on dog jerseys.
What? No.
Very well. Collector's edition mini foot...
No.
Balls.
No way.
Okay, we'll trim our game day snack budget.
Never.
Well, I'm going to ClearScore.ca. We got this, buddy.
Get your credit score for free and personalized offers today at ClearScore.ca.
Just as we adapt our advertising for the local market, we're constantly innovating to create better experiences for our users in different markets. Canada is dominated by rewards cards. This is different to our other markets, so we created a new rewards cards experience. This allows your users to see, based on their spending, how much their rewards could be and see their options and the different benefits of promotions. This has been an important addition to our marketplace experience in Canada. G, sorry, because you missed the first take, can we move you? Just, even just over here. Sorry, G. Oh, you don't have to leave, G. You just have to be out of shot. Sorry, mate. Earlier this year, we were delighted to announce a new strategic partnership in Australia with Illion, the leading credit bureau. Illion has been a major force in Australian and New Zealand credit scoring for the past decade across both lending and consumer with its Credit Simple product, which launched in 2016 in New Zealand. In a market like Australia, we have long considered whether it was good for our users to give them access to other data sources, in addition to the original credit bureau partner Experian. Through discussions with Illion, we were delighted to be able to partner and go dual bureau for the first time in any of markets. As part of this, we also take on the user base of Credit Simple, which has now been retired from both the Australian and New Zealand markets, with the user bases transferring over to ClearScore. The dual bureau experience we have created for our Australian users is beautiful, rich, and insightful. We now show both Illion and Experian scores and reports. The user can access these reports from the single interface, switching between them. All the data is laid out clearly and calmly. This gives our Australian users more insight than ever before. It also means that we can adapt our product experience and product selection by accessing the most up-to-date and accurate information on our users. John Banfield, the CEO of Illion, has been instrumental in getting this partnership established, and I'm delighted that we can now hear from John about his thoughts on the partnership between our companies.
I'm delighted to be able to join you from the Illion offices here in Sydney. Illion is one of Australasia's leading consumer and commercial credit bureaus. We have unique data, software, analytics, and risk management solutions, which form an integral part of the region's financial ecosystem. We are connected with the Dun & Bradstreet worldwide network, an alliance of business information providers across 220 countries. We at Illion employ just on 500 people who strive to listen to our clients, understand their needs, and provide them with outstanding products and services. It is this focus on outstanding products and services which led us to our strategic partnership with ClearScore. We have been super impressed with the growth of the ClearScore business here in Australia. However, saw an opportunity to provide even better data to their users through the Illion credit report and score. As a part of this partnership, we also decided that the best ongoing experience for our Credit Simple users was on the ClearScore platform, which has now integrated Illion data and gives a beautiful app experience for free. We are very proud to be working closely with the ClearScore team in both Australia and New Zealand, and look forward to the partnership growing over the coming years. Enjoy your time together, and now back to you, Steve.
Thanks, John. Yes, that's right. As John just said, as part of the partnership with Illion, we've also launched ClearScore in New Zealand. We could not be more excited to bring ClearScore to New Zealanders, and to tell us about the progress that we've been making, I'd like to jump us over the Tasman Sea to Tegan in Auckland.
Thanks, Steve. And kia ora from Auckland, New Zealand. I started at ClearScore back in 2015, and I remember Justin asking me whether we should launch here. I thought it would be a great idea. So I'm delighted that we've brought our product down here to users on the other side of the world. We only launched our product back in June, and we've already seen an incredible response. In fact, we're breaking records here. We saw our first sign-up day of more than 20,000 users in New Zealand, and we've already had 100,000 Kiwis sign up for ClearScore. I can't wait to see what we do next. We have already partnered with the following lenders, and Kiwis are taking out offers through ClearScore. Over the next few months, we will be setting out our advertising, going live on TV, and continuing to sign up more users and partners so that we can disrupt the market here in New Zealand like we have in every other market. So that's all from us here in New Zealand. Ka kite anō. Back to you, Steve.
Thanks, Tegan. It's so brilliant to see the response of New Zealanders to our product. We're so proud of taking ClearScore around the world, from the UK to South Africa to Australia to Canada and now to New Zealand. So that's the updates from international. 5 markets, 5.5 million users, 2 million monthly logins, over 1.5 million products sold, a unique cards rewards experience in Canada, dual bureau in Australia, affordability score and open banking score in Australia, and now we've launched in New Zealand. I'd like to thank all of the international and platform teams at ClearScore for this hard work, which makes serving our users possible around the clock and around the world. Now over to Tim to talk you through the progress with Data One.
Thanks, Steve, and maybe next time, iron your jumper. I'm delighted to share with you today the fantastic progress that we're making in Data One. For those of you that weren't with us last year for our launch, what Data One provides is a class-leading open banking service designed specifically for use in lending. And as Data One is a standalone entity within the group, this service is available to partners both on and off ClearScore, or indeed DriveScore. Almost all financial institutions that we work with on ClearScore are now looking at open banking. Some are testing it around the edges, and some are going full bore into open banking-based underwriting or identity verification. The use cases are many and varied. As one of the first dozen companies to secure an account information provider license back in 2017, we have long been excited by the opportunities that open banking presents. We've always believed that the road to widespread adoption would be more of a trickle than a tsunami, but that over time, the changes would be profound. And as Andy and Steve talked about earlier, our unique open banking-based affordability score has really created mass engagement from our users, with millions trying it. This has then allowed us, with the user's express permission, to share transaction data with lenders at material volume, enabling them to fully realize its power in splitting risk, reducing loss rates, and delivering more competitive pricing. We're very excited by these developments. But in order to access the benefits of open banking, you need technology that can seamlessly and reliably manage the millions of connections, the tens of millions of data pools, and the billions of transactions. Our open banking tech stack is already operating at this scale, empowering ClearScore, and through Data One, you can access it too. Our technology works robustly both on and off ClearScore. Whereas others fall over at the hint of serious volume, our tech stack can process thousands of transactions in milliseconds and do it reliably. When you are considering using open banking for underwriting or for identification purposes, then service failure is not an option. Our solution is also flexible to your needs. Through Connection One, we can deliver your open banking connections on any domain, and we currently support the widest range of connections of any UK provider. That's over 60 banks, building societies, and other financial institutions. But connections are only the first step. Once you have the data, making sense of it is critical. Our categorization engine, Category One, has been trained deterministically on well over 1 billion transactions. This means that for mission-critical activities such as affordability checking, you can rely on it to give you a straight answer and not a vague guess. This is unique, and for lending, we believe it is the best way to the most robust and defensible decisions. Again, you can use Category One both on and off ClearScore, either as part of an integrated solution with Connection One or as an independent service. Finally, we don't rest on our laurels when it comes to categorization. We're launching incremental updates to our dataset regularly through a combination of machine learning, enhanced models, and human legwork. These updates ensure that we are combining the best of all worlds to deliver the most dependable transaction insight in the market. Most ClearScore partners are now engaging with Data One around the provision of open banking services, either in trialing our data or already live in earnest on our tech stack. If you're not already engaged, then please reach out to me, the Data One team, or your commercial contacts at ClearScore. So that's Data One, the most comprehensive suite of open banking connections, a unique categorization methodology engineered for lending and trained on billions of transactions, and a fully performant tech stack already supporting millions of connections that can be leveraged anywhere in market. And now back to Justin.
on, Tim. Well, we're nearly at the end of the day. How are we feeling? How was the keynote? Everybody enjoyed it? Everybody going to go and hound Tim Kellaway to learn about Data One? Oh, come on, I need a bit more enthusiasm than that. Come on. I know he's not the most enthusiastic person, but he's great to talk to. I'd like to thank all of the team who shared with us outstanding progress that we're making around the world in all of our businesses. And thanks to everyone behind the scenes who's worked so hard to create this presentation. As you can imagine, it takes hours and hours and hours of blood, sweat, and tears. 2 o'clock this morning, we were still working on it. And thanks to all of the teams at ClearScore, DriveScore, and Data One who work so tirelessly to deliver our amazing products and services. Let's give them a round of applause. Guys, you're watching back at the office. For those in the audience, you know I love you, and thank you so much for all the work that you do. So thank you from me. Oh, no, I've done that bit. OK. And thanks to you, our partners, for joining us today. Now, you know, when we started mixing this thing up, we weren't really sure that this format would work. You know, would anybody turn up? Could we get a good lineup, et cetera, et cetera? And I think I've been hugely impressed, and I hope you've really enjoyed the day. It's been fantastic throughout the day. The knowledge, the energy has just been incredible. So I hope you enjoyed consuming it as much as we have enjoyed putting it together for you. But in these sort of like days, it all feels like everything is fantastic, right? It all feels like, you know, business is great, you know, everything's shiny and wonderful. But if I'm really honest, at times over the last 12 months, running ClearScore, running this business has felt like a bit of a slog. Now, whether that's because of rapidly rising interest rates, rampant inflation, cost of living crisis, or prime ministers and chancellors going mad for periods of time, or the discussions with our users. You know, I sit down with a lot of our users and I talk to them about their finances, and there are a huge amount of people out there who use ClearScore who are struggling to make ends meet, and their families are suffering. I'm sure you agree, but it seems like crisis after crisis, and that's on top of recovery from a global pandemic and war in Europe. Now, the Silicon Valley Bank collapse, which was never existential for ClearScore, was like a fever dream of a weekend. I'm sure many of you will have been involved with it as well. And, you know, talking with founders who were potentially losing their businesses, it was really, really scary. So, you know, as I stand here now, 8 years into this ClearScore journey, it becomes even more clearer to me that there's one thing that matters more than anything, which is you have to be on these journeys, especially entrepreneurial journeys. We heard it from Nigel, with people that you love working with, that you admire, that you respect. The outcome is far from certain, so you better enjoy the journey. And it's the times that I've spent with people that I really love, whether that's Nigel, the top team, the team at ClearScore, other board members. Those are the people that really inspire me, and I find that rewarding and energizing. And actually, talking to our users, I find it really comforting, because the work that we do really makes a difference. So it's really true that life is too short to work with people you don't like. But if that's looking backwards, what do I see as I look forwards? Well, I see the theme of our conference today brought into even sharper relief, and that is impact. Financial services, the industry that we all work in, so often pilloried and maligned, has such an important role to play, and now more than ever. And it's the actions that we take, it's the actions that you take every day when things aren't great that make the biggest difference and have the biggest impact on people's lives. It's the new models that we can build. It's the new data that we can deploy. It's the better experiences that we can deliver, the innovative products that we can dream and invent and bring to market. It's these things that will be crucially important to our users over the next 12 months. Now, I'm super proud of what we've achieved, and I think we should all feel proud of what we've achieved in all of our businesses in really, really extraordinary times. But there's no doubt that we should also steel ourselves for the work ahead, the hard work ahead. That work that we will need to put in, and the collaboration that I hope we take from today for all of us working together for a better future. Now, each and every person who works for the ClearScore Group is dedicated to our mission of helping our users gain greater financial well-being. And I know you guys, and I know you are too. So, as I look forward, I would say, let's keep going, even when it feels like a slog, even when we get all of that bad news from Rory and Alistair and Mervyn and all of these people. Let's continue to walk together and work together to get to the other side of this crisis. And if we do, I trust that our customers and our businesses will thrive. And we will all continue to make a positive and lasting impact. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Thank you, and happy birthday, ClearScore.